So I read about this thing on wowhead because I'm trying to do the amount that comes from doing the Legendary Axe quest chain in Icecrown. And I read about this thing. Apparently you can solo the Blood Infusion part of the quest chain. So I'm only going to talk about that bit right now. But the Blood Infusion part of the quest chain, by having 3 ults and dragging them all out to Icecrown Citadel, so 3 ults on top of the toon that you're trying to do it with, and it requires a whole lot of alt F4ing, and you need to have fast loading times and all that, but it's 2021, we should all have that now. And then rapidly switching between them as the fight goes on. You alt F4, you load into the next toon, you alt F4, you load back to the first toon, you bite that second toon, you alt F4, you load onto the second toon, you alt F4, you load back into the first toon, you bite that third toon, you alt F4, you log into the fourth toon, you alt F4, you log it back into the first toon, and you bite that fourth toon. And it all sounds really horribly complicated, and that's why I wanted to record it, because now that my brain's managed to get it all down to what it's supposed to happen, I think we should be alright. So I've got here my 3 alts that I've picked to get bitten, and they are all parked out here, and it's not super obvious right now because, you know, you've got no one else out here. But if we alt F4, and now the screen's going to have gone black because that's what happens, pop back into a loading screen. I have no idea if this is going to record correctly or not, but I don't care. I'm at the point where I'm doing it, so I'm fucking doing it. I'm not going to sit here and diagnose, and if this doesn't work, I'm just not going to use the footage. And then we'll just do a quick run through our other alts. And oh look, there's my Warlock. And here's my Druid. And we switch out again. And this should put me onto my Hunter. Yep, and there's my Hunter, my Warlock, and my Druid. Look at that! And then Alt F4 and back onto my Warrior. And the other 3 won't be there, it'll be 2 at most. Yep, there's 2 of them. Beautiful. So, now we can, for them to disappear, because we don't want to have any trip-ups where she aggroes onto something else and does weird shit. I don't know if this is necessary, I just feel like it's probably a good idea. Oop, there he goes. Alright. So, in theory, I can do this, and do that, and the first character on the list, which is going to be the Hunter. And this is just long enough to get the Hunter to reappear, right? So we do that. Boss is still alive, that's a good start. Switch back onto the Warrior. There's just apparently this really tight window where the ability to bite appears after a minute. So I've still got 10 seconds to go. Oop, there we go. And bite! And it works! So now I Alt F4. Go back to my next toon. It's obviously really important to do this before the first toon that you're doing it on despawns and you completely blow the entire thing. Alright, and we're back on. So now switch back to the Warrior again, and hope like hell that the boss isn't taking too much damage. Oof. She's taking a fucking pounding. Oop, and there's the bite. And there's the Alt F4. And the Alt F4 is important obviously because it skips that 20-second log out sequence. And then Alt F4. That was just long enough to get the Druid loaded. Now switch back to the Warrior. Now I've put off doing this quest for years because of this, so if this works, I'm going to be really happy. Back on the Warrior, and come on. Yep, 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And bite. That's 3 bites, and kill the boss. That's it! Done! Blood Infusion quest complete. Fucking excellent! Who was it that made that suggestion? That was Zamino in 2019. There's a number of other people that have done it, but that's the particular one that caught my eye. And it worked! So, thank you! Now I've got 3 turns to get back to where they were, but who cares? I can keep moving on with this quest chain.